Now let's talk about ions. Okay, Lewis symbols of ions. Alrighty. So the thing here to realize is that atoms like to achieve a noble gas electron configuration, and that's the same for ions. Okay, so let's take a look at sodium. Right, we know sodium is a neon core, right? And it's got 2s, is it 3s or 2? I forget, 3s1. Not looking at the periodic table at the moment. And so it looks like this, okay? And if sodium ion were to form, it would look like this, right? Now, do you see this plus sign for the chemical equation? It gets a little bit mixed in with the formal charge. So I like to circle my formal charges here, okay? There's no real relevance to doing that. It's just emphasizing that that is sodium with a plus charge. And this has an electron configuration of neon, okay? So it has a noble gas electron configuration, okay? Chlorine, for example, has the electron configuration of, what did we say, neon, 3s2, 3p5, right? And this normally forms chloride, okay, Cl minus, all right? And the Lewis structure, well, I'm not even drawing the Lewis structure, am I? But if we add one more electron to the chlorine atom, that builds up the next noble gas, which I believe is argon in the periodic table. So that has a noble gas electron configuration. Okay, so ions are really boring. They just add electrons or lose electrons to gain the electron configuration. So that's pretty boring and simple, and I think well, there's some questions on the lab for that. Now, if you were to draw the dots, right, what does the electron configuration of neon tell us? Well, it tells us it has a filled outer shell. There are 8 electrons here, okay? So if we were to draw neon, we would draw the Lewis symbol with 8 dots because neon is in group 8, okay? How would we draw the Lewis symbol for the sodium ion? We would draw Na, okay, with 8 dots because it also is isoelectronic with neon, okay? And I like to put a little plus with a circle, okay? We are not going to be using brackets, okay? Do not use brackets like in the book where they do that, okay? It'll get really confusing later on, okay? So write that for the Lewis structure of sodium ion. What is the Lewis structure for argon? Well, argon is in group 8 of the periodic table. You can definitely see that when you stick in one more electron there, it's going to be 3s2, 3p6, which is 8 dots or 8 electrons, right? So we want to put in that 8 dots like so. Chloride, what would that look like? That would look like just chlorine with 8 dots, okay? When it achieves the noble gas, you get 8 dots, and I put a little circle around my formal charge. Okay, we'll talk about what formal charge means in a bit.